Biz, what up, dude?
We're live.
Oh, we're live. All right, boys, everyone. Sorry. Welcome. Welcome to the Chiclets.
I was going to ask you how the hemorrhoids were.
Yeah, you were almost going to get me dummy. All right, listen, we're at the Chiclets Cup. Welcome. It is Tuesday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. That's why I have a margarita on hand. Thank you for joining us. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all of it. Welcome to the Chiclets Cup. It's fueled by DEVOUR frozen foods. DEVOUR meals are delicious, indulgent versions of your favorite meals. I love them. That's why they're behind me right now. Tournament rules. The Chiclets Cup, it's a tournament. And here are the rules. Biz made these up. So don't blame me.
That's how long I last in bed, how long each period's going to be.
Yes, 7 seconds. Best of 3 series. 4-minute periods. The loser's eliminated. See you later. Get out of here. We'll never see you again. The winner advances to the next round. You must play as the team you play for. Yeah, that's right. We have some NHL guys. They gotta represent their own squad. You can't be another team just because you're not happy with your role.
You'd be half the league, you suitcase.
Exactly. I could be on 14 different teams. So suck on that, Biz. All right, what else we at? We must play. They must play as the same team the entire tournament. So listen, you pick your team you're in. And the championship will be Xbox winner versus PS4 winner. And each matchup will be announced at 2 p.m. the day of the game. So 2 p.m. Eastern. Right now it's 8. Our players. I got to bring in the first guy. Jordan Binnington. Ever heard of him? Stanley Cup champ, all rookie team, all-star this year. He's done it all at an early age. And we interviewed him on Chiclets. Facing off against Colin Blackwell from fucking North Andover, who played at Harvard. Nashville Predators. How's that for an intro, bud? You got screwed going behind the cup winner.
That's true. Joining you with a margarita tonight, though. Cinco de Mayo.
Exactly. So Cinco de Mayo.
Whoa. Gotta answer it. Who is it? Whose phone was ringing?
Definitely Binner. Big time Binner.
Was it you? Was it
me,
your
boys.
agent? What are you asking for more money now?
Me.
Hey, guys, hold on. Biz ain't having a margarita because he's not drinking for a year. He's awesome. And he wants to get better sleep. So happy Cinco de Mayo to Drinko Bizzo.
I'm going to drown myself over here. I got a big jug of water.
You're going to waterboard yourself when
Get ready for my my comeback.
Comment tells you to. All right, so listen.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here is we're going to get this game rolling. All right, so we got the Nashville Predators facing off against the St. Louis Blues. Are either one of you guys gamers? Are you playing this game a lot, or are we in for just a grind fest?
I think we just talked. Binner and I are pretty bad.
Yeah, I've kind of picked it up a little bit going into quarantine. So, not much else to do. It's a good time killer.
If you had to sell yourself as a gamer, what would you say your strongest suit is? Like try to sell yourself so I can pick either you or Blackwell.
You want me on your team. I think I do what I have to do to win, and it's not always going to be pretty. So that's my sales pitch.
Kind of like
cliche, real cliche, even in the EA world. I respect that.
Yeah.
Do I look nervous?
What about you, Blackwell? Sell yourself to one of us because we're eventually going to pick one. What do you want? $5 a game, Whit?
$5 a game, Biz.
20. I'll go 20.
All right, fine. $20. I'm taking Benner. Sorry, Blackie.
All right, let's go.
Here's the thing. I'm wondering, are we on Xbox or PS4? Which one of you guys?
It's the Xbox.
Okay.
Xbox.
All right, I'm a PS4 guy, I think. I don't know the controller
I'm a
for
PS4
Xbox.
guy too, but Grinelli got an Xbox delivered to my place mid-quarantine. So.
Oh, nice.
So
That's
there
coming
you
out
go.
of the
Benner,
budget.
I asked
It's a different controller here.
I asked him for one, and he said no. And then meanwhile, he's sending you one. So I see where things are lying here.
Yeah,
I respect that.
All right, who's you guys got to pick what jerseys you're going to wear and stuff. I don't really play this game much, so what's the next step?
Yeah, so I'm going to be the Blues here, following the rules.
Are you going to adjust your lines at all? Are you happy with what you got right now?
I had to adjust my lines because I'm currently scratched. So I'm currently taking warm-ups and throwing myself in there.
Are you going to chip it in the corner when you get it, coming into the offensive zone in the game?
Well, I just switched actually from NHL 94 controls. So I got the skill stick going now, so hopefully not.
Oh yeah, let's see these Preds jerseys. Like that one. Binner, you got to wear. Can you wear those jerseys that Gretzky wore that you guys wore one game this year with the red in it?
Oh,
that jersey's so lit.
I don't think I can go back. Maybe game two. Game two, I'll switch jerseys
all right.
for lit.
All right, there we go.
Blackwell, did you play in that outdoor game?
Yeah, I did. That's the jerseys I was looking for, but I couldn't find them on that.
So you were there. Were you playing in that one, or were you a health bomb as well?
No, I was playing in that one. That was pretty sick. Like 80,000 people in Dallas there. Shitty the way it ended, but yeah, that was unreal.
So my favorite moment of that game was, of course, the worm Corey Perry having the 47-minute walk of shame. Do you remember what the boys were saying on the bench that was going on?
Yeah, I was actually on the ice for that, so I had my back to it. I didn't see what happened. And I mean, after the replays and stuff, it's a pretty bad hit, and good to see Ellie's back.
We're doing a double take on the face-off.
Yeah, that's a glitch. That's in the
EA
world.
You bought a mulligan card for the face-off?
Colin, the most favorite part of the game for me was when they had the pig races in between the TV timeouts. Were you guys gambling on the bench on those?
No, but I saw those when we were warming up and stuff. It was probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Look at Forsberg. This guy's he just got run out of the play there, though. Petro.
Wait, have you played this game over the years?
I used to. I was a legend on 97, I think. Or what year was it, Biz? Did you ever play video games? Or did you get caught cranking it by your mom?
By the way, I think we might be surprising our moms with a Mother's Day phone call for Spittin' Chiclets coming Thursday here, because now we're back to one a week, so we won't be on until the next Thursday. But back to video games. I think the last I used to play was on Xbox. It was
fuck's sake. Sorry.
What's the game where it was Halo? Halo was huge, and it was that kind of
Halo
what they do
big.
now. What's the new popular game out now? I can't think off the top of my head. They changed you fly in. It's
Call of Duty?
No, not Call of Duty.
Whistle.
But very similar to Call of Duty. That was the last time. Then going back to that, Sega Genesis 007. I was the odd job and the player.
Oh yeah,
player.
you're the guy you couldn't shoot, right?
Couldn't shoot. I was at the little guy, so you were outside of the sight line. So that was kind of the last step. And then before that, I think it was the Nintendo days, like Blades of Steel and all that. So I wasn't like a hardcore gamer, but played a little bit.
My father only let me use the 3 tall, skinny guys in ice hockey. Oh no! What happened, boys?
Are you watching this?
We lost our game already.
We lost the hockey game that we were watching.
We're still going.
Guys,
don't worry about us.
All right, so you're gonna have to give us. Oh, there we go. We're back. All business, Pete. I mean, the one thing I've noticed is Blackwell's kind of been dominating, but you don't. Oh, that's a penalty.
Yeah, that's.
I take so many penalties.
How realistic are these new games? I don't play the EA one much, but like with the dangle buttons and stuff, do you guys just go straight A/B, or do you get really into it?
Well, now that they have,
I don't even know if you use those.
Well, not the A/B, the X triangle, wherever it is now. I know they changed it up.
Hey, Blackwell, did they just have Bonino balled in the game too? Bones, how great of a guy's Bones, huh?
He's honestly the best. That guy's taking care of me this year. He's hilarious too.
Oh, he's the man. Oh, look at that's a penalty.
I get pretty frustrated at this game, man.
Why didn't you guys turn the penalties off?
That would be the play.
That was my move, remember?
Is that me taking the draw?
Yeah. You owed him a 4-on-4?
Apparently.
Hey, I know you spent the last couple of days just playing with yourself, trying to get yourself one tuck before this game.
Oh, 100%.
Blacko, we were talking about how when you were a fourth liner in the AHL, you actually play with Stortini, and you were on that San Jose Barracuda team where I played my last game against. And you probably were on the ice when I teared my last ACL, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, no, I was actually I had Alex Gallant as my left wing and Zach Sortini as my right wing, and that was probably like the most fun. Obviously we didn't play too much, but when you have those guys, I could literally do whatever the hell I wanted to, and I just chip pucks in the corners and kind of try to blow people up, and they would just come in and hold down the fort and protect me. But yeah, I was actually on the ice. There's a photo that popped up not too long ago when you were fighting him and you tore his ACL, and I'm kind of sitting there on the side.
Oh, you were there for when Biz's last game,
shot.
right?
It's got to be a penalty shot.
Yeah.
There was probably 150 people in the building.
Penalty shot
in San Jose.
Penalty
You have to play goalie here. You have to play goalie here, right?
I don't know.
Oh, if you don't bury this one. By the way,
Yeah,
every time there's a whistle, Binner goes in and spears the goalie.
I like this.
Oh my God,
Look at this.
man.
What a save by Pekka.
What?
Wait, so were you just controlling the goalie
He was
yourself?
doing that.
I was controlling.
This is such a Harvard move, saying you're like not good at it. I've never played.
For sure.
How many shots have I gotten so far? I can't. But yeah, I've been hanging out with Ryan Lannon so much.
What's Stortini like off the ice? Wait, you played with him in Edmonton, didn't you?
Yeah, I played with Storts. I'm not kidding. Maybe the nicest human being alive. Like,
yeah, he's literally one of the greatest guys.
The guy is the nicest guy. He's always in a good mood. Hey, wait, what's going on, man? How you doing? It's like he's just a great guy. He went out and played hard. He was like, I remember one time on the bench, he was like chirping. He might have been chirping Joe Sakic, and I think some of the older guys were like, "Hey, Storts, like don't say anything to Mr. Sakic." Like, I'm not sure if that was the legend he was chirping, but one other time I remember he's like, "I got a memory like an elephant, Fanoff. I got a memory like an elephant." Did he ever say that around you?
Oh, he had some of the fun. He would say like, "I'll hunt you down like the dog you are," and all the hilarious stuff. That
non-stop lines.
Guys, Dion Phaneuf just called me, so I answered.
Oh, double Dion! Does he remember playing against Storts?
Oh, I'll send it to you right now. Hey, can Dion Phaneuf hop on the live stream here? I'll send it. Have G send it to you. Perfect. All right, we're gonna get double Dion in here.
That's a double Dion. For anyone that doesn't know what that means, at World Juniors, the best World Junior team of all time in Grand Forks, North Dakota, Dion Phaneuf ran over two Russians, and Pierre Maguire started screaming, "That's a double Dion!" It was just a ridiculous clip that'll live on forever.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
So we're on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and what else are we on here? Instagram Live. We doing that too?
I'm just out cold on the ice right now.
Is that you actually?
No way.
Oh, dude, you had a concussion? Oh my God, boys! The dude just got knocked out of the game in kind of real life. How do I describe what just happened?
Oh,
in the
that's
dark
hilarious.
room, for sure.
Like you should have to go and let your wife play right now. Are you married?
No, that is so funny.
You should have your neighbor come over and play, and you have to sit in the kitchen for a period because you just got a conky.
We'll put you through the baseline test on FaceTime.
Yeah. Oh.
You can get it from Dion because he double Dion'd you.
Take out the iPad and make me do the test.
So Blackwell, no girlfriend there right now, like at the place during this whole experience?
Not at the place, no.
That's tough.
Just chilling
going through this single.
No, I got a girl, but just chilling. But she doesn't live here.
Well, I mean, like having no one in the house, no social interaction. So that's
yeah. I've seen a couple guys on the team, but like other than that, I play a lot of golf in the morning, and that's pretty much it.
That's so dirty that you'd bring up golf right now.
I'm terrible at it.
Massachusetts, you can't golf.
Yeah,
I won't get it.
I caught the bug,
Oh, my.
and now I can't stop. Basically,
It's pretty sick disease, huh?
well, they like
bug?
here it's like considered a social distancing sport, so like everything's pretty much open.
No, dude.
Ooh,
I mean the
really?
bug, like the bug. Oh, there's a goal. I'm in the golf bug.
Oh, it's unreal.
He's a sick disease.
Classic mistake.
Not the
Jesus.
real one going
Okay,
on.
cancel the stream. Oh God, I'm actually going on Friday with Taylor Pyatt and that Max. I'm forgetting his last name. Is it
Homa?
Homa? He's going.
Yeah,
he's
he's
gonna.
a great guy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna come out. We're going to this place called Whirlwind because they never shut down the courses here in Arizona. So I'm actually excited. Maybe he can give me some pointers on like how to lengthen my backswing.
Just like turn your shoulders, maybe, or don't take shrooms before golf. You might be
that'll
you
do
might
it.
be
Yeah.
hitting it like John Daly. If
I was hitting
although
him
he was
fine
probably
that
on
day.
shrooms.
I think you were worse that day in Texas than I was. Whose course was it again? It was gorgeous. He was there
Oh, it was
hitting balls.
Trinity Forest, the one we played.
Yeah, but who was there hitting balls? It's his home course.
Spieth.
Jordan Spieth, and he's like top 5, isn't he?
Not anymore, but he's like top 30, I think. He's got 3 majors. Probably has $40-50 million already, if not more.
That's decent. If you're into money.
Hey, who sniped that? I missed the goal.
That was I think it was Forsberg.
Hey, I can picture Blacko's in the black room right now, like going nuts when he hears the crowd. Though he's like, "Yo, we got one." Like, calm down, sir. You still have a conky.
Have you been seeing the Korean baseball? No fans.
It was on. It started today at like 5:30 this morning. It was on, right?
Some of the highlights are hilarious.
Well, there was one game that was canceled because there was a big fire, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I read that on the internet, so it's probably true.
Must be true.
So you guys, so you were there at the start of the year, and like not to like bring up hockey, but you guys were like struggling, and then you guys started picking it up right before there was a break. Is that not the fact, Colin?
So I wasn't there in the beginning. I was in Milwaukee, and then the boys started off pretty well, and then struggled a little bit, some injuries, stuff like that, and I kind of got a chance and have kind of been there ever since.
So you're the reason they turned it around. Okay, that's nice.
Not quite. Oh, that was a snipe.
Oh, that's
Huge.
sick right there.
4th line coming through.
So that's the difference in the game. We can't just glance over the fact again that we invited Colin Blackwell to come on. He's playing as himself and got injured. Like, talk about the wit curse. I mean, like anything I touch gets injured. Who scored that?
McEachern,
Sean?
Michigan boy.
Benny, what are the boys saying? You guys probably got a group text going right now. You guys getting ready to get back after it?
Yeah, we're some guys are I think golfing. Oh, good read. Oh, my guy's frozen, man. There we go. Yeah, we're kind of just hanging, man. Kind of in limbo a little bit, like everyone else, waiting to see what happens. But definitely miss it, man. You definitely appreciate it even more now that we're not able to do it.
No, we need hockey back.
Especially when you got a team who's like ready to make another run. I mean, you guys were, I believe you were first in the West when this all went down. But I mean, you guys were stacked and ready to go for another run.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I feel for the guys who, if we don't get back in the action, which who knows at this point, sounds optimistic, but we'll see. But like the guys who have like 48 goals, they're almost at 50 and like,
yeah,
guys like but yeah, you work this hard to get to this point and we're kind of not able to play. So we'll see.
You guys would have had Tarasenko back probably for first round.
Yeah. So there's some benefits in that regards, and guys who had injuries throughout the league, and they're going to be back. But
Buzzkill. Sorry, guys.
Hey,
all right.
that's fast. Hey, what do you guys? Have you heard about like the chance of someday there being the schedule where the season starts at Thanksgiving and ends at the end of August, and you guys summers would pretty much be screwed? But would you be viciously against that, or possibly be like?
I mean, as a golfer, Whit, I mean, I think that's unacceptable for you. You would not let that stand, but.
Well, it's funny because I was all about it and I was all into it, and then Biz called me. He's like, "Dude, you want to golf all summer? We're going to be in the middle of the playoffs." And I said, "Oh my God, this is actually a nightmare if this happens."
Yeah. I was thinking
And the other
you,
thing, the other thing we didn't talk about on the pod was if you play in a city and you have kids, right? Well, the kids start school when the season ends, so you could never not live in that city.
Oh, true.
Which I didn't even think.
Wow.
Keith Handel was like, "Dude, can I come home to Boston at all?"
I think
With that
that's like
schedule?
last on the totem pole of their thinking, though. But like these are all the little things that would affect it if, in fact, it did move. But at the end of the day, it's like a business decision. Which, I mean, we talked about it on the pod. Like, seems like a smart one. You know, you're getting all that main focused. You said, Whit, you finish your golf round, you go home, you throw some steaks on the barbecue, and you're watching playoff hockey all summer long.
You come up.
So,
no,
like,
I'd be on the pod. I'd be on Zoom, like going at it with you.
Well, yeah,
podcast.
Well, that's 2 days a week.
It'd be a change in lifestyle for sure. You know, those are something you work for. Having the summers off as a hockey player, and you love that routine. But
wouldn't fall golf be pretty sweet in New England though, right?
Yeah, it would.
Until, like,
but I mean,
November.
there's no guys will be doing zero like boat cruise parties out on a lake, and that's not ideal for. Well, I guess September's nice.
What period are we in here?
We're going into the third period here, boys.
All right.
And it's 2-1. St.
2-1.
Louis. All right, man. Is
Did I come
Blackwell
back?
back,
Did I come
in,
back
back
from
in the game?
Are you back?
I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, what are you doing, Ellie?
Oh, but
Hey, NHL pay though.
Oh.
Even when you're up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like, if I'm gonna get injured, Jesus. At least all year I get my salary.
That was like the year of the lockout. I want to say
no.
Gabrick got hurt at the end of the last season prior, so he got to continue getting his paychecks all the next year until he was like cleared to play, which lasted pretty much until the lockout was ended. So that was like the one thing, if guys were getting hurt at the end of the year, that would save him if it went to lockout. Yeah,
I remember guys getting paychecks every 2 weeks during that lockout. Is unreal. You're like, oh, all I had to do was pull my groin real bad the last game of the year.
Which is weird because you seem to do it every other year and get injured.
No, but never at the end of the year.
Oh,
I heard rumors of like guys in the lower leagues, like if you get hit in the face with a stick and get like scars and stitches, it's like $1,000
$1,000 a stitch.
Right. So like they would tell people in the last couple of games to like basically hit them in the face there.
That was like Terry Ryan when he knocked out his own teeth to get dental in like the SPHL or whatever league he was in at the time. Might have been the ECHL actually in Boise is where he told the story, but he ended up getting a pretty nice flipper, which he still has to this day.
He got movie teeth that we talked about?
No, it's a flipper. Ones that you can bring out.
Oh boy. Sacrifice.
Look at Bones laying down to block that thing. How great of an arena is Nashville? What is it, Bridgestone Arena, Blackwell?
Yeah.
I love how it's a little smaller. It's just crazy in there.
Well, I feel like playing here, like I've learned, like location is like you go to Ottawa and so, like even some of the places that are a little bit further out in the city, like they don't necessarily
watch your
always,
mouth.
like, go out. What's that?
Well, I said watch your mouth. I thought you were going to bring up Arizona.
Oh, no. I'm just saying the location on Broadway is like everybody goes to the bars, and then whether it's before or afterward, oh, wow. And the crowd is insane. Like it's unbelievable setup.
That was a trip. Sorry. I was watching the game. Yeah, that place, it is the best setup. And the ability to walk to the bars, like you said, the place is awesome. I never knew I didn't know anything about like Nashville's, like the fans down there. And then my first game there, the guy was screaming Weber bomb the whole time. I don't know if you've ever heard that story. He just was behind the visitors bench and he just go, "Get ready for the Weber bomb. Here comes the Weber bomb. Let's bring him the Weber bomb," over and over. And he scored 2 goals. It was like,
Yeah,
the Weber bomb
Sounds
killed
like a nightmare.
us. He killed us verbally and on the scoreboard.
And they're sipping by your ear because you're a D-man trying to box your guy.
No,
out
I
in
wasn't
front.
penalty killing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, what was I thinking?
Oh, fuck. Use your head, man.
Colin, is the ice as bad as it used to be there? It used to be terrible, especially when it was starting to get
Really?
warmer out. Oh man, so like we went there one game and Shane Doan's like, "This will be a 0-0 tie." Well, our 0-0 shootout win, and sure enough, we went all the way into a shootout and won 1-0. It was like playing with a tennis ball out there.
I didn't really notice that too much this year. Obviously, it's different parts of the year. It's super hot and humid, just being down the south. But overall, like I thought it was pretty good.
Definitely a good fan base. So they got that area underneath where they ended up doing a reno, and I mean, talent's just crawling around down there. We don't know. We don't need to go into detail, unless, of course, you'd like to.
Well, they have this thing. I haven't seen it in too many other places where like all the people that are down there, they're right by our locker room. So we walk by to go on the ice, and like everybody's there screaming, like filming you.
Yeah, you get the hat and knuckles.
That's a terrible goal to let in. No, that thing was from the blue line, no screen. It was a muffin.
Yeah, we're gonna take
Thomas's
that.
picture's unreal. Does he have a shirt
It looks like
tie
a
on
school
under that?
picture. It looks
Is
like
that
a
his
school
school
picture.
picture? I think he had a tie on in that pic. Oh my God, Pekka. Jesus. I'm surprised that they didn't call timeout in Nashville and just say, "We got to do this for Blackwell." He's in the honky room. They got your jersey hung up behind the bench.
Oh, good track, ball.
So there's a little bit of a delay for me and Whit here. So every time there's noise, we're looking for when the goal is going to be. But
I think everyone watching will have the delay, though, right? Besides besides the 2 guys playing.
Trip coming or cross check. Yeah,
Trip.
Late penalty.
Biz, have you tried this DEVOUR yet? I don't know if any of
No,
you
I was
guys.
going to text my girlfriend. She was going to bring some in for me.
They have this white cheddar mac and cheese with bacon. I mean, if you're looking for some comfort food during the quarantine, DEVOUR frozen foods. Well, Biz, when you try this, Biz, I'll probably get one of those 3 or 4 phone call days from you just to talk about it.
Holy boys.
I call you 3-4 times a day sometimes. I don't even notice.
I know when it's a 3 or 4 day call day.
How does it work? Like they just give you prepared meals?
So they send these frozen meals, put them in your freezer, take them out, easy to cook, chuck them in the oven, and I want to say I don't know what I can't say, but like in terms of like if you're hungover, is that bad?
No.
They should like know and be proud that if you're hungover, one of these meals for dinner, oh my God, or a late night snack when you get back from the bar, just you got to make sure you wash it down with Pink Whitney.
Or in the midst of a live stream, if you have your girlfriend warm it up, she can bring it in, and I'm gonna devour it. Pump my tires.
I laugh.
I worked it in, man. That's like RA style.
Hey, Binner, you start doing swipe ups yet?
No, man. I might have done one, but I'm still trying to figure it out. My girlfriend's pretty good with that stuff, so she kind of helps me run it. Wait, are you not on Insta or anything?
No, I just have like a private Insta. I can't deal with mutants on Instagram. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, It'd be one thing if it was just like maybe Grinelli running my Instagram, but I'd want to post stuff. Then I'd be getting chirped. Then I'd be chirping back, and it's just a terrible look. Look at Biz.
For sure.
I gotta swat him away.
Oh no!
Oh
Black.
my God.
Dude, was that an own goal?
No, man.
Hey, Whit,
Oh,
it took me
BU
about.
guy.
Oh,
That's
what
a
happened
BU
here?
guy
Goal.
right there.
That's insane.
Ew, ugly
Right,
one.
Rice
Another
got-
ugly
oh.
one. Oh, it's an own goal.
I know. That's what we said. O'Reilly willed that
Yeah,
thing
I know.
in,
I'm
took over
like a little
Fabro's
delayed
mind.
here. Hey, Whit, it took me about 3 months to figure out I was responding to bots. We post something on Instagram. There's like 7 hooker pages. Like, just
I know,
it's like,
man.
what's going on here? There's
I'm
like
like,
around.
you want to play with my long, thick friend? I'm like, buddy, is this not what? Can we get rid of these?
Like, who does
these
that?
sex spots?
It's probably
every
because
single
Grinnell's
person-
running the account, clicking on them every time, cranking it off.
That
I
means
will-
someone's
so-
watching
it just goes to
something.
the top of the page.
Whenever
Oh,
you-
that's a big save.
Whenever you click on them, there's a story too. I'm like, if I click on this story, my phone might explode.
Who you hanging out with down there in Nashville? Like, who are the single guys off the ice, or at least the young guys anyway? Excuse me. 'Cause you've told
During
me
the
10
year,
times you have a girlfriend.
I'd hang out with Joey and Fabs a lot. They live with each other. Sizzy's my age too, Colton Sissons, and then saw Waddy the other day. He had me over for dinner. So most of those guys. Then on the road, like I'll go out to dinner with Bones every now and again. But for the most part, a lot of guys like aren't really in town. There's a few, but not all of them.
Where do you guys live there? Do you live like on the strip, near the strip?
I live right on Broadway, so like right in the middle of it.
Oh,
But most
Jesus.
most guys,
What?
I mean, for people
Most
who've
guys-
never been to Nashville,
That's it.
then most
That's a
guys
game.
live out like probably 15, 20 minutes outside.
hey, that's
yeah,
a game
there it
right there. Without the own, it was a closer game than 5-2 says. Would you guys not agree? I'm surprised you never pulled
Yeah.
your goalie though.
I honestly thought it was the second period.
But
They
this is
sent
just
you
the
somebody's
first game,
big
so we
play.
got potentially 2 more, right?
Yeah,
Oh, is it 2 out of 3?
That felt
it's best
that
out
felt
of 3,
long.
boys.
Okay. All right. We got another game.
We got tons of time together.
Okay,
here.
but we have to make a rule though. We have to make a rule. If Blackwell gets injured again in game 2, the game's immediately
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. Deal.
That's all right.
Binnington moves on.
He's just going to be running me the whole game.
Are you out for next game, or is it?
No, it's
not
not
a
a
playoff
series.
series.
Is this yeah, it's a real series.
Mackenzie Masterson?
Let's see.
It's a big dub, boys. Wit.
It's a huge job. Let's go to the jerseys that I like.
All right.
How do you do
They,
that?
they might not have it though.
True. I don't know what to tell you if they don't have it, man.
I'm gonna have to just get over it.
Oh shit! I just did.
So, what, you've been golfing a decent amount?
I drove to Connecticut today. Played with John Buccigross and his son. Great people, great players. And I've been to Connecticut like 5 other times. I think it was my 6th time. So it's a long day, right? You're gone. My wife's here with my son, right? I'm gone 9 hours when I got to drive 3 to 4.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, honey, the round took 14 hours today. It was really slow out there. All right, so those jerseys are way better, Blackwell.
Yeah.
What do the boys
getting a
call
lot
you,
of-
Blackwell?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
What do the boys call you,
Blackie.
Blackie?
Yeah.
All right, you guys
Wait,
get
man,
a start.
I don't know
I
if
think
they
you
have
gotta
one,
hit.
man.
I'd rather have you just press start than it's okay. I
So
mean,
we're-
you shouldn't even want to switch. You won.
I'm a team guy, Wit. I told you in my interview. If you
Very
wanted the
true.
jerseys, I'm going to try and find the jerseys for you.
All right, appreciate that. That's what's made you who you are.
Yeah. I'll try and take him in 2.
We were going to try to bring Dion in, but we're going to have to do it another time because we're having technical difficulties. But maybe next time we'll bring him on, boys.
Little surprise guest action.
Yeah.
The fan zone in Nashville is a rowdy place. When they start drinking and the country music's ripping.
Yeah, they have that, and like when the big football guys throw the catfish on the ice, that's pretty unreal.
Yeah, do they do that every game, or is it just?
Not every game.
That must have been a good time down there because they went through that run. What did they win? 2 playoff games this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was they shut down Broadway, and they did like we weren't there for it, but I saw it like when I was leaving the game the night before. They basically shut down the street and and basically had huge projection screen going on, and they're having basically a giant party for it.
Did you just catch Binnington say about himself? That's a big save. Just remember how good you are. Man, this Granlund, he's a problem out there in this game.
I know. I might have to take him out.
So slippery in this game.
No, you got to take out Blackwell. It's the only reason you won.
Blackie, are you getting some friend requests here while you're playing?
Something's popping up, but I don't really know what it is. Is that what it is?
I'm getting some inappropriate tags or video game names.
Like the fudge kid who buried me in Nantucket. He's probably on here searching you down.
Tell that story again. For those there's probably some people out here who didn't hear it.
Well, I'm not going to tell it. I'm going to say, long story short, this kid was just owning me in Nantucket. I was sitting there and he's like talking about this fudge. I asked him, is the fudge good? He's reading a sign. He's like, I'm reading a sign, you idiot. Then he just ends up chirping me. He's telling me if he ever played video games against me, he'd own me. He was like, he must have been 10 years old. And he had a dog. He's like, I said, does that dog shed? What'd I say?
Yeah.
I said, does that dog shed? The kid goes, it's hypoallergenic, you idiot.
Best part of the story is when your wife walked out and you were arguing with the kid.
Yeah. Mid-argument.
He's 10-year-old kid, which just going toe-to-toe with him.
It wasn't even. It was like he was Jackman, I was me. I don't know if you guys have caught that picture, and I had no head. I got beat up so bad. Hey, so they got the same ref in here every time. I thought they might have the ref's face in there.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they have so it's the same face on every ref?
I think so. All the penalties I've seen, it looks like Justin St. Pierre, though. Biz, remember him? He was so dramatic.
Showman. Yeah.
Just a showman.
Yeah, he liked it. He liked the attention. But hey,
little flavor saver for a while.
Yeah, sometimes. You need refs like that. They're characters of the game, kind of like, broadcasters. You get the quirky ones. I mean, in Boston, Jack Edwards. I love listening to those types of guys, like Pierre Maguire.
That's how you do the radio.
Look at who do we have on? Kerry Fraser. He was an excellent guest. Like those guys.
I wasn't there for him.
Like Kerry Fraser thought he was part of the game, which he was. But I mean, most of the time, I think your goal is to fly under the radar.
That's St. Pierre. Look at that flavor saver, dude.
We do have a flavor saver.
I keep missing him. I'm gonna look for him.
Well, he is in Nashville, so he probably picked a biddy up at Tootsie's or something. Wanted to keep it for a couple days on the road trip.
Oh, is this a 5-on-3? Oh, and you won the draw block. What a legend this is. Look, he's killing it. That was some valuable time there, Benner.
I know. It's all right. We're patient over here.
Hey, is Parayko's one-timer easily the fastest, hardest you've ever seen?
Man, he can legit beat me clean on an open shot from the blue line.
I think you might have told us that before, but he's just such a mutant.
I'm not kidding, man. It's pretty wild.
Not even the biggest backswing either. He just
120 flex. That's like Weber too. It's like a quarter clap bomb. and then it just
Where
like,
Brown?
and it just like sails up. It's you can't even react.
Sure.
Well, so I hear. Who's got
Wait,
the
you'll
hardest
love it,
shot on
though.
the Blues?
I mean, I'm
Say
gonna
Pierre,
go with
what's
the
up,
guy
bro?
we just talked about.
Yeah, is it him?
Parayko.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Tarasenko is pretty nifty though, right? Same release every time, but he puts it in any area of the net, which is pretty wild.
He was
That makes
practicing
sense.
with you guys and stuff, right?
Yeah, he had a couple skates with us, I think. I can't even remember now.
Hey, we had Chief on.
You did?
Yeah, I think
Have
it
you?
drops pretty soon. It was awesome asking him his old stories. The guy's a legend.
My God. Are you kidding me?
Wait, it's penalty shot though.
Oh shit.
Hey, last time you were money at this. Well, Bonino
Yeah,
has
I
4
mean-
penalties today, I think.
Oh.
Oh, that was so dirty. Oh,
Oh
man. Pekka is just staring up at the
He's in
Weber
the
bomb
corner.
guy.
He's already doing his lap out of his net.
I have to control the goalie on that.
What's the most you've been embarrassed by a guy coming in on you, Binnington?
I don't even know, man.
Never happened. You just
Nothing. Never happened. I don't know.
Whit mentioned Chief. When we talked to him, I asked him about that pregame speech, and if he'd did he have it practiced all afternoon or whatever. He said no. I just went off the cuff. I went in there and said what he said, and I mean I think they caught it and played it on NHL on one of the
Like a
clips.
minute.
It was unreal.
Yeah. He's pretty off the cuff guy. I think he just goes with the flow and he can adapt and read situations. But it was good.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough if you're gonna try to give this like rah legendary speech. You better nail it.
Yeah, like the inches speech.
The inches speech. I don't know if it's Al Pacino's delivery or the speech in itself, but that gives me some serious goosebumps. It was on every highlight film. Oh, look at Biz with his DEVOUR.
Yeah, you gotta nail it.
DEVOUR might be the smartest name for a food you just want to inhale. Like, what an idea, whoever named that.
Yeah, it's pretty creative. So how was the interview with Chief? Like, did you get him talking?
It was
a little
good,
bit?
man. It was good. We talked about his career at the beginning, and we talked about getting into coaching. I remember, man, being petrified of him. He was player coach for the Philadelphia Phantoms. And this guy was just, I'd look at him and be scared. He was blatantly like, didn't give a shit. He'd hurt anyone. He was just an animal. And then it seemed that it came pretty natural to him to just hop into coaching.
Yeah. Wait, you were in San Ann for a bit too, right? Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was down there. I was down there for pretty much 3/4 of a season. We didn't make the playoffs. I loved playing down there. They lost their team.
Man, like I loved playing there too. I was there for half a year, but I don't know how many times they made the playoffs. Like it might be maybe twice or I don't really know the facts, but it's an awesome place to play.
I know. You know what, dude? The amount of people that would go to games down there, if they made the playoffs, they'd probably end up with like 20, 30,000. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. They got good fans too. They're just wild. They love entertainment, fighting.
If they got a team back, that would be the perfect place to just put like 7 Pink Whitney pavilions because people get crushed down there.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys live when you were down in San Antonio? Because like when you go and play as a away team, it's only by like the Riverwalk.
No, downtown San Antonio, you're talking about one of the worst downtowns going. I mean, there's nothing to do. I've gotten a lot of heat for saying that about St. Louis, mind you. But where I lived in San Antonio, it's called the Quarry area. Dude, there was pretty much a golf course in the middle of downtown. It was awesome. Good restaurants, good bars.
Yeah, the Quarry is a popular spot. Not many guys live downtown. Was it the Pearl? Do you remember? I think it was called the Pearl.
Yes. I never went to a Spurs game. I mean, I'm not a huge NBA guy. I've made that clear. But if I could have got courtside seats to the Spurs, the problem is it's like you're an AHLer. You're not even an NHLer trying to sit courtside. No chance.
Yeah, but the Spurs own the team. But yeah, I went to one game and I couldn't get too much of a deal on the tickets.
Really?
Yeah, I think I saw LeBron play. Your boy.
Have you been watching that Last Dance, you guys?
Yeah, I'm into
Oh,
that. How do you feel about that?
I don't want it. I don't want it to end, Benner. Every time Sunday at 11 comes, I'm furious. I'm like, I got to see more about this Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I love it, but I feel like it's kind of hard to follow sometimes. Like the timeline goes back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, it's an interesting approach. It's an interesting approach on it, but I think if you once you figure it out, I think it's pretty good.
I like it because it always draws back to Jordan. They go to little side stories, they draw it back. They go to someone else, they draw it back. Like, they talked about Pippen, Rodman, Phil Jackson. They talked about the branding deal side of it. The main takeaway so far, especially in episodes, what was it, 5 and 6 that just came out?
Yeah.
And Whit, I talked to you about it, is I'm not envious of that guy at all, especially during that period of time. They had that scene where as soon as he left his hotel room, everybody wants a piece of him. That guy can't live a normal life. That must have been hell.
That was crazy. I mean, the two things that stuck out to me in the episode, was one, everyone knows the security guard who shrugged at Jordan. That guy was amazing. He had a legit curly hair mullet.
Oh.
Like it was.
Hey, my controller's not. Oh, yeah, it's good. Sorry.
He looked like a poodle.
And the other thing that I was dying laughing at was, Biz, I don't know if you caught the last Sunday, 5 and 6. They land somewhere as a team, and you could tell they're like getting to their hotel, and everyone's getting off the bus, and like Jordan and Ron Harper are getting in golf carts, and like Phil Jackson's like, "What are you doing, Dennis?" And Robin's like, "Going down to Hooters. Got to see some tits and ass."
I did catch that one.
To his coach.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
That guy was doing LSD in his room.
I also had no idea that he was like a nasty player. I've enjoyed it because I didn't know much about any of this.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing how they rip on the GM just so blatantly and openly. It's hilarious. Like that.
He's like, Jerry, you can't have a cigar. It'll stunt your growth.
Yeah.
Like every time I was around my GMs, Craig Patrick, Ray Sherrill, Bob Murray, shout out all you guys. I was petrified. I was trying to be like the politest. Oh, goal. And meanwhile, these guys are just chirping their GM's height.
That was the same exact thing as me. And it wasn't just Jordan too. Like some of the other guys were on board with it too, and they just like kind of bullied him.
What's funny is next episode they're going to go into the famous Michael Jordan Steve Kerr fight. Steve Kerr's now the coach of the Warriors. Everyone knows that. They fought in practice and they won the Stanley Cup. And we're talking to a guy, Binner, who played on a team in which there was a fight last year with Sanford and Bobby, Bertuzzo, and you guys won it. So sometimes shit like that happens. I guess you guys are both proof.
Yeah, I think it's sometimes, whatever, it just mix it up a little bit if it's not a bad thing. That was like I think that was my first practice up, and it was like right in front of the crease, and I was going in, and then I was like, maybe this, no one's really hopping in that quick. Maybe this needs to go on, and you could tell the boys were pretty frustrated, But yeah, still though, it's sometimes just anger in practice. Usually it's because we were out at practice.
I think it used to happen a lot more. And now, I think the game's toned down. I mean, I think one year in Saginaw, I fought like 3 teammates. We're still buddies to this. No, I'm serious. Well, we won like 12 games that year. So I imagine how frustrated you guys were in St. Louis, or at least the team that had got off such a slow start. Like, I think we won 5 games in our first 10 and then won like 5 or 6 the rest of the game or the rest of the year, excuse me. So there was quite a few tilts. Chris Thorburn was on the team at the time, who was there. You can ask him about it. I actually might have fought in Thorby in practice. He might have been one of the guys I scrapped.
I think Thorby like dummied me in practice.
That's the biggest nose fight of all time. Me and Chris Thorburn going toe to toe. Between length and width, It's like just the nose.
I think he's got you beat.
Yeah, he's being a little selfish with the oxygen, that's for sure.
Could smoke a cigar in the rain with
What
no
about-
umbrella.
What about Otter? It's a guy who was known as a locker room guy throughout his career, and then all of a sudden he goes into coaching. Does he still do a good job of flirting that line? Because there is expectations for some of the older guys who have played with him. I mean, he played with Steiner for at least a couple of years.
Yeah, I think he's doing a great job. I think they all understand and respect it, and he's leading the PK meetings and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm sure for those guys like Steiner, it's a little different, but I think they've done a good job with handling it all, and Otter's done a great job. I think he's going to be a great coach. Already is.
Hey, I actually wanted to. Can you guys fight in this game?
Yeah, we can. Blackwell, you want to get your own yourself?
Like 1-1 in the third period. I would love to see a fight right now. Biz is scratching himself looking for a fight in this game.
Game's changed, buddy. I got weeded out.
No pun intended.
Ever since Stortini beat me in San Jose that one game, it was all she wrote for me. Hobbling around with 2 bad ACLs.
Does each player have their own like special move? Remember, like it used to, or is each skill like the same?
I think each skill is the same, but do you remember when you used to go on like a breakaway and it would like be the heartbeat?
Yes. I remember. What year was that? Same as Tiger Woods when you had like a big putt and stuff. The heartbeat.
I'm thinking, 02 or something like that.
But it might have been 97. You press start on Sega Genesis, and like Fedorov would like do the back and forth. Oh boy.
Late one.
I mean, backdoor. That's who scored that? Oh, Schwartzy. They got the actual helmet he wears. This is phenomenal.
It's pretty detailed. It's pretty impressive, eh?
Mm-hmm. They got Justin St. Pierre in the game. How much better can you get?
Oh. Come on. Oh.
Blackwell, how good does Yossi look every day? He just shows up at the rink.
He's an absolute stud.
That guy is way too good looking.
It's if I can score a goal with him, wait till his picture that pops up. I played a cheat game earlier and I was like, holy shit, buddy.
What's the over under for guys on like dating apps with Roman Yossi's picture, like 86 and a half?
Higher than that.
I should have been doing that when I was playing with guys, but those apps weren't around when we were playing with. We didn't have the luxury of just I guess Facebook was around.
Your picture is just your tattoos. You didn't put your face.
like Scroy. We had a guy on the podcast where you put your picture up on the Jumbotron for after you get like a goal or an assist. Well, of course he was doing majority fighting, not getting points. And when he had to get his picture when he got the team, he asked him if he could take it with his shirt off. And wouldn't his picture on the Jumbotron be the one with the shirt off with?
Yes, and he was like holding the stick and with the mean face on. He had like the peck tat.
He has a tribal tattoo, of course.
It was funny. He was talking about. He's like, "I was a complete character." That's a goal.
That's big.
Man, we haven't seen Blackwell's EA Sports character since he got trucked down the runway.
Is he out?
Concussion room.
Yeah, he's in the wives' lounge right now eating the buffet.
So we gotta ask our whatever, the people behind the scenes here, Biz. Can we get a clip of when Blackwell says, "Oh my God, I think I'm dummied in the corn"?
Oh, they'll be able to chop it up.
Okay, perfect.
Oh God.
Yeah, we'll post it across all platforms. Really embarrass them.
Benner, imagine every single time instead of covering the puck up, you had to play it like this.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, eh?
That would make for an exciting game.
You know how they have the new rule where you dump it in from center? It's a face-off end zone, no change.
No,
I
we
usually
don't
dump
really
it in
catch up with the
center, but-
rules on our podcast. We don't even know how to pronounce guys' names. So,
Okay, talking about it all or no? Oh, buddy, what is that?
Come
Oh,
on.
So,
wait,
like,
quickly. Go ahead.
New rule where they dump it in from center ice, and if the goalie doesn't play it, then it's a face-off end zone. It's like basically an icing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so it kind of puts a little added pressure on the goalies. I think it's a good rule, actually. And I think maybe down the road, they might make it so it's like in between the blue line and red line, dump in, the goalie has to play it. He can't freeze it.
I like that.
I like the rule.
Yeah, I think it creates some kind of, flow, more flow.
If for anyone who tuned in late, you're watching the Chiclets Cup, fueled by DEVOUR. I'm gonna devour some
I just
mac and
had some.
cheese. I'm gonna dummy mac and cheese and bacon right after this. Oh, that's a post, I think, Blackie.
Wait, I just had some. It's delicious. It's still right here.
Oh
Still
my
warm,
God,
too.
boys.
Come on, Bonesy.
Oh my God.
This
This is
delay.
a choppy game.
I told you the ice gets bad in Nashville. I said that at the beginning of the stream. Nobody believed me. Colin didn't want to say anything bad about the organization because he doesn't want to be playing with Stortini when this all gets back going again.
Is Stort still playing?
He was in Charlotte last time I checked, but I think he might be coaching now where he played in junior.
Did Charlotte Checkers win it last year in the American League?
Yeah.
Was he there when they won it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Last year he was on. He didn't play in the playoffs, but he still could have been on the team, right?
Yeah, I think he 100% was.
Jeez,
that's awesome.
Hey?
What?
It's like it's not all about points or playing. There's other ways to contribute.
Start an Instagram account, Biz Nasty, and then delete it.
Come on.
Oh.
Why did I pull it over?
That's it. 2-0.
All right.
Damn.
Hey, man,
you thought I was sandbagging here, but I wasn't.
Blackie, you weren't, but it was just one of those nights where your virtual self gets crushed and injured, and you're not going to win a game, right? I think
we're short-handed. What can you do, right?
How is Nashville supposed to win without their most skilled guy?
I know. I took warm-ups, but it just didn't go well.
Binner, you're pretty solid. I could tell you're kind of like you've been playing.
Man, once I talked to G and agreed to this, I kind of tried to get tuned up, but I don't play this too often, man.
Well, we got to thank DEVOUR. Who else do we got to thank? Of course, G for setting this whole thing up. A great way to kick it off. I'm sorry Colin won't be back. It was great chatting with you. But Binnington, you're going to move on. Grinnell messaged Booze in this private chat here. Do we have to mention Pink Whitney?
If you're crazy if you're not having any Pink Whitney, I'll say that. I got my name on there. It's a great drink. It's perfect any season. It's behind me. There's a flag along with the DEVOUR. But thank you, DEVOUR, and thank you, boys. Binnington with the win, 2-0 series winner. Blackwell's got to go to the hospital, but we'll check on him later. So thank you, everyone, for checking in. Friday night, we'll be back, 8 o'clock.
Nice hanging, boys.
Great seeing you, fellas.
Thanks, fellas, for having me.